attractive versus some of its peers. There's also hints of strong demand which could likely come through starting calendar year 2026. What's your sense like with regard to an LG Electronics?
I would say LG Electronics is the most well-placed home appliances and electronics manufacturing company in the country with at least 70% market share in it, right? And with the GST easing, right, it has already created a lot of demand, and there is a gap which I believe they would have to fulfill it. So I would say it's a great stock to invest in, and it's like Maruti, which came in early 90s. It's a similar kind of a stock which one should look at investing, and it's a long-term hold.
Okay, so that's on LG. And Nipun, hi, I was going through the valuations of LG Electronics yesterday compared to, if you stack it up against its peers, something like a Voltas, BlueStar, Havells, Whirlpool. It turns out that from a 1 year forward price to earnings perspective, LG seems to be the cheapest of all of them. Does that add to the attractive value that we're seeing around the entire IPO right now?
Absolutely. What you're saying makes sense. Plus, the product quality and the reputation what LG has, it's far more higher than these other companies like Voltas and all these companies, because it has a good service distribution network. Plus, it is generating a good ROC as well year on year. So definitely, I would say that it's priced competitively. Going forward, it is priced on a forward earning basis. I should say it is priced highly competitive numbers. So definitely, it looks to be a great stock to invest in.
It seems that there will be quite a rush for subscription, right, Nipun? And doesn't seem like at least the retail participants may really get a chance or allotment for that matter. Do you think this is a fundamentally sound company that even on listing day one can subscribe to or buy into the stock when it's listed?
See, it's a big IPO, 11,000 crore IPO, right? And if we see huge subscription numbers, those have been coming from, I should say, a small size IPO of 500, 700 crore rupees, where number of times subscription is huge. And it's a large IPO. I believe everybody should get an allotment. Post-listing, yes, no comments on that, but definitely it's a good long-term investment which one should hold.
Risks here, because we've seen in the past large IPOs maybe not do as well. You can pull out that list of really large IPOs which haven't really performed despite being oversubscribed well over one time. What's the sense? Is that a real risk? And what are the other risks that an investor keeps in mind when he looks at an LG?
See, LG has, there may be a chance that it may open flat. But at the same time, I'm again repeating that it's a market leader company, right? It's a stock which every retail investor should hold in their portfolio, if I call that. And if you look at the anchor book, what has come, it has come from all global big names. The anchor book is there. So all these names have come in an anchor who are presumably long-term shareholders, and they are all long-only anchor investors. So, irrespective of the opening of the IPO price, what it opens up, this is a stock which should not be churned for the purpose of IPO gains and invest in another stock. That's where I come from.
Okay, and Nipun, while we're talking about IPOs, today is the last day to subscribe for the WeWork IPO. Wanted your view on that as well, because I'm looking at the subscription numbers, and given that today is the last day, it's not looking optimistic at all for something like a WeWork. The total is just 0.13 right now. What is your take on WeWork, given that it's entering a market where we've seen recent IPOs, something like an IndiCube or any other co-working name that we've seen? Office has been something that's done well recently, yes, and it was subscribed to also rather well. But Nipun, any thoughts on WeWork?
See, there is issue in WeWork, I should say that there's a litigation which is going on in WeWork, right? And some shareholder has put it has taken him to the High Court. And that is where most of the investors are sitting on sidelines, that if we put it and any kind of stay comes in, the money gets blocked. That's where I heard about it, that's where the subscription figures are not so enthusiastic.
Right. Okay, Nipun. Great to have you on the show. Thanks once again for joining in.
Thank you everybody.
Okay, while we're awaiting, of course, the pre-open numbers, let's just see, we've got our hands full in terms